I'm back, bitches! Every year, the relatives visiting Rokkenjima would let out a sigh of admiration at the rose garden that first greeted them. They would stop there to chat about the rose's beauty and how well they were blooming that year. In the midst of all this, there was a single unhealthy rose, and Maria became overwhelmed with dejection at its condition. But George used his quick wits, and saying that everything would be fine if they took care of this poor thing, marked it with a candy wrapper and immediately restored Maria's good mood.
Wow, we've gone into fast forward.
Yeah, like, okay, so are we fast forwarding now? Is that what's gonna be happening, or? So at the end of the last episode, we made it clear that, okay, this is Battler and Beatrice having a kind of a battle of wits.
Mm-hmm.
But
and stakes.
And stakes. Yeah, stakes are also involved. But we don't know how that's gonna shake out just yet. But
probably
like
with Battler horribly dying.
Fast forward mode, which is different. Then Battler, with whom she'd been getting along well since that morning, started talking about Halloween. This was such a favorite topic of Maria's that she began playing around energetically again. To Maria, that marshmallow jack-o'-lantern candy brought by her mother was probably the greatest sort of treasure. They seemed to have bought several, and she demanded a trick or treat from every person she met, giving them candy instead of the other way around.
She's got the spirit, but doesn't fully understand the mechanics.
She's a little confused, but she got the right spirit. I wonder why Maria likes Halloween so much. I always figured it's a pretty unfamiliar event for the Japanese.
Well, it's a kids' festival where they get to parade around in costumes, right? It can be fun to play around in an outfit that's different than usual. Not that I know anything about that. Plus, on Halloween, you can dress up as witches, like the ones from Toho. Not that I know anything about that.
Is this what our audience was talking about with, like, the subtext being real thick in this game? Like, if we go back, are we gonna discover shit like this in the first episode?
Absolutely, we will.
Oh my god.
I'm sure we will. I think there's a slightly deeper cause behind it. After all, she is the witch Maria-chan. Is Maria a witch? I hypothesized that before.
You have. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Come to think of it, we were at the airport. Didn't Maria say she was gonna wear a costume and be a witch? Does she like witches?
Boy, does she.
Wait, does it still make sense to have our audience if Battler and Beatrice are now in the game? Does it make sense still?
Beato Sports. We're in the game.
Yeah, but can they also be watching at the same time if they're also participating in it?
It's magic.
Don't worry about it. You very odd and strange sounding disembodied voice. Can anyone else hear that voice?
No.
I'm not sure who it was from, but they seem very cool. If they had a Patreon, I would subscribe to it.
Well, that's lucky because I'm using my divination and it's pointing me towards patreon.com/8pr.
That is a lie. You cannot get a Wi-Fi connection here. I think we'll leave the audience in because it's funny. Even if it makes a little bit less sense now, let us keep it, okay? It's funny to us.
Yeah, she loves them so much that it becomes a problem.
Maybe it's better to think of it as like they're playing a game and they're controlling their avatars in universe.
Because that is what they're doing. This is just what witches do instead of Tekken.
It's like my favorite video game anime, Sword Art Online. Oh, that good Jessica face.
Which is...
That's still pretty good.
The new one is alright.
Pretty good. For in terms of how the new art is, that's pretty good.
But the old one is so much better.
That's so much better. Oh, I love it.
Hey, it's not so bad. You expect kids at that age to love fantastical stuff like that. Plus, witches are pretty cool, and dressing up as one's all right. Yeah? Yeah? Anyone? Bail me out here, guys.
This took place in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
First Toho game didn't come out until like what, 96, 98? Late 90s?
Holy fuck, Ushiromiya Jessica is Zune.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. When did the first Toho game come out? 1997. Okay. So I had the right frame, but
If it was just a heroine on some TV anime, at least it'd be cute.
judging by Rosa's appearance, she wasn't very happy about her daughter's love of witches as a mother. The cousins other than Battler seemed to realize this, and they shrugged, wearing stiff smiles. So you're arguing that because she likes witches, she also likes Halloween? If we don't know, why don't we just ask her? Hey, Maria, how are Halloween and witches related? As Battler asked that, George and Jessica let out a stifled ah. See, now that Battler knows what's going on, he's going to be doing the RPG thing where he tries to exhaust every conversation tree before moving on.
Yeah.
Because he has to get all the info.
Yeah.
This I think, if anything, is going to be his info gathering run. He knows he can't win round one. He just needs to get as much information as he can on his side in order to formulate a better plan. So this is probably going to be him prodding around. As if they were trying to stop him, but too late. Maria might have been waiting for just that question. After beaming for an instant, her expression turned a little mean, as if to say, You're totally clueless, aren't you? It was the face of a hobbyist who had been ticked off by an outsider saying something stupid about their favorite subject.
Ew, to the cult. The changing strength of the sun over the course of a year signified its birth, its growing up period, its aging and death, and then its revival.
I get it. In spring, the weak, warm sun starts to grow up and get hot. Then it gradually gets weaker and worn out. Sort of makes sense to think of it as the sun living out an entire life.
Yeah, so they thought that at the end of October, the sun died. It was laid to rest in the land of the dead, and it was revived at the winter solstice. And then indicates the last day of their year, when the sun ended its 1-year lifespan and died, was Samhain, and its sun rated then.
It's an interesting idea to think that the sun is revived on the day of the winter solstice.
Hold on.
When the daylight hours start to grow longer again.
Hold on. Nope. I didn't mean to click out. I meant to click the next line.
It's a case that makes it clear how much the ancients regarded the sun as sacred.
Winter solstice in 1986 is...
22nd?
Wait. 22nd of December?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is when winter is. Yeah.
But they were just saying it took place at the end of October.
They were saying that it dies at the end of October, and then it gets revived at the winter solstice.
I thought the winter solstice in the year 1986 was going to be important.
It would be wild if the winter solstice happened in October that year.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying.
It was worth a shot.
Did you read the rest of that?
I did.
Cool. I see. So what does that have to do with witches? It seemed that my casual urging forward had slightly infuriated Maria. She glared at me with eyes that told me to shut up while she explained. Maria seemed to be having a blast as she talked, so I decided not to interrupt.
In the interval between October and November, life and death become the closest they ever will. The Celts believe that during this time, the living grew closer to the world of the dead and otherworldly beings, and many of those living in the other world could come to visit. It's like the Bon Festival in Japan. Key.
At the time, people believed that souls returning to the physical world would go into people's houses or possess people and do bad things. So in order to avoid any harm, they performed rituals. One of those was to imitate creepy monsters and scare the souls back, which was apparently a way to avoid being possessed.
That part became a festival, which turned into a costume parade. You really know a lot, don't you, Maria? Ain't that the truth? Even I never knew Halloween had such a history.
But where did that whole trick-or-treat thing come from? Also, we're all here now. Apparently we're all here now. This is just happening. Her knowledge was so extensive that the adults had suddenly started listening in too. Maria, who was normally treated like the youngest of all the time, puffed out her chest with pride. Saying that this was just a kid's discussion, Rosa suggested that the adults go on ahead and set their luggage down in the guest house. Nobody else agreed to go with her, and she let out a heavy sigh.
Okay, back to the lecture.
Yeah. AU, where she ends up being fine and becomes a historian of folk religion and just gives lectures about witchcraft for the rest of her life.
That'd be amazing.
But still goes, ooh.
I never really gave it up. Trick or treat is just for fun. It has nothing to do with what was originally a Celtic ceremony. That was created later when Christian customs were mixed in. However, I think it's right for Halloween to be that way.
According to Maria, the souls of the dead weren't the only ones who visited from the non-human world. They were also spirits with intimate connections to people's everyday lives. Humans could receive favors from those spirits, so they'd managed to gain magnificent blessings, as well as a year's worth of good crops.
Wow, so all I need to do is make friends with a spirit of someone dead, and Twitter will stop ruining my images. So basically,
That's
Halloween
really
was
funny.
also a bit of a harvest festival.
That's really funny! Sorry, that was really damn funny. I like that joke. I get it. Now that you mention it, I guess October's a turning point in all kinds of ways, including with the seasons. Sort of the opposite of April in Japan. Yeah, that might be a good place to market.
Ew. And also the witches hold a witch assembly then, called Sabbath. The witches sing the spirits that give out blessings of prosperity and reward them.
Halloween costumes imitate the guests that come from the other side. For example, sexy nurse, sexy cat, sexy banana.
Sexy hot dog and mustard. You got it.
Yeah, precisely. In other words, you might say giving out candy is a way to show gratitude for the yearly harvest.
Ew, that's a cosplay.
Yeah.
Just like George and Onishan says.
So Halloween is a time when those two worlds intermingle. In other words, it's the most important chance for witches to intermingle with guests from that world. Is that what you're trying to say?
Ew, just like Beato said. Alright, for this night's reading, I'm gonna sign pages 60 through 79 of... And you know what? October is when the power of witches and demons is at its most vigorous and prosperous. Gee, I'm sure Beatrice will come. And then we'll eat marshmallow candies together and she'll bring me to the Golden Land with her.
That's right. I'm
We'll
really
sing magical
looking
songs
forward to
together,
those
learn magic
candies.
spells together, learn how to draw magic circles together. And then we'll learn the secrets of runes and I'll become a great witch really, really, really quickly.
You kind of an asshole, Beato.
Nobody said that wasn't what we were going to do before you ruined the fucking tea party. This is not my bad.
She's right, Battler. She even got out the magic circle coloring book and everything.
Plus, I wanted those candies.
Why don't you just make one of your own? Can't you just summon it? Isn't this a witch realm?
But I wanted those ones.
Come to think of it, Battler, I wanted one of those too. So, I mean, really, who's the one who's holding us up here? Unpause the game, Battler. Come on, it's your move. My, isn't that wonderful? It's best for kids to have dreams. By the way, Rosa, how old will Maria be this year again?
Maria, that's enough of that.
Don't worry about it, Rosa-san. It's a dream all girls have at one time or another.
Thank you very much. Wait, you guys all dreamed of witches too? Am I the only one who's not a freak in this family?
No, that just means Badgers hasn't gotten to you yet.
Okay. Fair. I do carry a scorpion in my pocket at all times. Maybe that's why.
Like a live scorpion.
Pockets full of scorpions. For unrelated purposes. Recreational scorpions.
Recreational scorpions?
Anyway, Maria has already graduated from
How
that
does one
age.
use scorpions recreationally?
I left them home last time when I went to the shed. That's how I died.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm telling you to stop.
Rosa scolded Maria, trying to shut her up before her cheery discussion about black magic earned her the snickers of the relatives.
But everyone loves Snickers. They're full of caramel.
I prefer a good old Reese's Take 5.
Yeah, I don't like Snickers that much either. I lied to you.
Why
I
did
just
you-
went right out and lied to you.
Why
Can you
did you-
believe that? Can you believe that?
I don't know who to trust anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would read this next voice, but I'm kind of reevaluating my marriage right now. Oh, that sounds pretty detailed and impressive.
The peanut butter Snickers are okay.
By the way, who was Beatrice again? I know I've heard that name somewhere before. Badler had been gone for 6 years and had completely forgotten about the legend of the Rokkenjima witch.
Interesting. Interesting.
However, when he said he didn't know Beatrice's name, Maria's once again bright mood soured in an instant.
So does he or doesn't he?
Oh, he knows. I assume that he is right now playing along in order to best gain information.
Or alternatively, what if Battler and Meta Battler are now two different people?
Oh, no! When he saw that, Battler immediately remembered that it was the name of the witch of this island, but the damage had been done. Till Maria's mood improved, she went on and on about mysterious, fabulous episodes regarding the Golden Witch. Oh no!
Can't tell them.
I appear to have set a death flag.
That's enough, Maria. Thank you, Battler-kun, for letting her chat with you.
She says with the worst face possible.
What does she look like in the new art in this face?
That's worse. That's worse. See, that conveys so much more emotion. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Battler?
Thanks, I guess,
fucking
Battler.
thanks?
Now fuck off. Cannon-kun, don't you have work to do? Please leave now. Goda-san, it looks like everyone wants to set down their bags for the time being. Sorry, but could you guide everyone to the guest house?
Certainly. Well then, everyone, allow me to guide you.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Goda led the relatives and then began to head towards the guest house. They were eager to set down their luggage and take a breather, so they didn't realize that Rosa and Maria weren't coming with them. After watching them leave towards the guest house, Rosa's face changed suddenly. She let go at the hand that had been gripping Maria this whole time. There was a bright red mark there, making it clear how much excessive force she had been using on Maria's slender arm. Slender arm. It's like Slenderman, but just an arm. That hand then slapped against Maria's head, pinched her left ear, and lifted.
Even though I'm always telling you not to talk about witches. Haven't I always said that was our promise together?
Wait, what does Rosa know about witches?
She's one.
She is one?
Holy shit! If I say enough people are witches, I'll eventually be right.
But that's actually very compelling.
It's not that she's pissed off that Maria is immature. It's that she's pissed off that Maria might fucking let it slip.
Oh, wow.
Mama, ouch, mama, ouch, ouch.
You really do like blabbering on about Halloween all the time, don't you? A festival for witches? Who cares about the Celts, black magic, and all that idiotic trash? You're 9 years old. 9!
It seems less likely that might be the case, but that would have been a good reveal.
True. It's true.
But here's the thing, like, who is she performing for right now? If that's the case, then who is she lying? Whose benefit is she lying for at this moment?
I don't know. Us?
Okay, whoa, okay.
Because of that scene you made in the train, I went to all the trouble of making us stop and buying you those disgusting monster marshmallows that look like they have fluorescent paint on them. I went out of my way to buy it, even though it made us late. How much more will you embarrass me before you're satisfied?
As Rosa cursed, she switched Maria's ear up, almost as though she was about to tear it off. An expression of anguish spread across Maria's face while she frantically stood on her tiptoes, trying to soften the pain in that ear. Rosa suddenly grabbed the candy that Maria had been holding. She threw it on the ground and stepped on it over and over. To Maria, it was supposed to be proof of a memory, of a brief span of time when her mother had bought something fun for her. But now the same mother was grinding it into the ground right in front of her. It was as though a brand had been pushed into Maria's eyes, leaving a mark that could never be erased.
What's the deal with this disgusting candy? Disgusting, disgusting. It's because you're like that. It's all because you're like that. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting.
As she said that, she struck Maria's head over and over again with her palm. Please don't fully work that. I don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah. She's hitting a kid. I don't need to have that elaborated in my mind. She didn't hit Maria's face, because the red swelling would stand out. Maria closed her eyes tightly, patiently bearing her mother's violence. No, that wasn't quite it.
Come back, mama. Save me, mama. Defeat the bad witch.
She kept bearing Rosa's assault, muttering that over and over.
Didn't I tell you to stop talking about witches. Why you?
Rosa, tired from hitting her daughter, breathed so hard her shoulders shook. Maria grasped her hands together withstanding it, hoping her mother would return soon.
Mama. Wait, that's you.
Mama, come back quickly. Save me, Mama. Beat the bad witch.
Fine, just stay there like that forever. Just stand there mumbling about witches and Halloween forever.
After hurling those words at Maria, Rosa left in the direction of the guest house, leaving Maria behind. Maria, forgetting that even that it was okay to cry, kept staring down at the jack-o'-lantern candy that had been trampled beyond recognition. Oh, Rosa, where were you?
I'm sorry, I was too busy being a shitty mother. The roses were so wonderful.
Rosa, set your luggage down quickly and come with us. We're gonna go say hi to Aniki.
What happened to Maria-chan? Is she still by the flower beds? Yes. It seems she found a rose she likes and insisted that she'd take care of it, refusing to listen. That didn't happen this time.
No, but she lied about why she left her out there.
But the finding a rose and insisting, that happened last time.
No, it still happened this time. It just happened. It did happen this time. It was just part of the fast forward.
But it didn't, though, did it?
It did.
She found the rose, and then Battler averted it.
No.
Halloween talk.
No. Part of the fast forward was they found the rose and still marked it with the candy wrapper.
Mm-hmm. But this scene was very different because previously they mark it with a candy wrapper, and then doesn't Maria fight with her mother about that then and there?
Yes.
And in this case, something completely different happened to cause the fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's different.
Well, yes, I'm not disagreeing with you.
But she's still saying that things were the way they were in the other timeline.
Yeah, because she's trying to lie to save face, because that's better than...
But it's interesting that the lie is specifically the thing that happened last time and didn't happen this time.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I'm really just rambling. We can...
Like, I mean, it's worth taking into account, because I've definitely been wrong about stuff like that before. That didn't strike me as what they were trying to do here, though. I could be wrong, though. We sometimes forget that girls have their own little world. Sometimes we have to respect that, right?
It's called Jupiter. Actually, it's quite large. I don't know why I said little.
Oh, I know Jupiter. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Did kids have that rhyme back when they were young? Did you have that?
I don't remember how it went, but I do remember.
Boys go to Mars to get candy bars.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's how that went. There's something really refreshing about the simple obnoxiousness of being young. I am glad I grew up to not be that kind of a shit. It's kind of amazing when you think about it, but
yeah, I'm surprised that I didn't turn out to be a really crappy person. I dodged a lot of bullets.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm no paragon of virtue, but
I could have really sucked.
Yeah, like, there were definitely opportunities for me to take another path in life and
I think
wind up being a real asshole.
I think about that a lot.
Yeah. Man.
Anyway, back to playing Fun Times Murder Island game.
Doom flag averted.
That's right. Thanks for your concern, Kyrie-san. Goda-san, where is our room?
I will guide you. It is this way. Allow me to hold your luggage. Oh wait, I gave him more of a round kind of like, allow me to hold your luggage.
I'll be fine. I can carry it myself, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say I would carry it, I just wanted to hold it.
Well, then I don't know what you want from me. Rosa went into her room, guided by Goda. She then closed the door somewhat violently and threw her luggage on top of the bed. She got down on her knees in front of the bed, burying her face in it. For a while, Rosa made as if to shred the sheets with her fingernails, sobbing constantly.
$3,000 on bed sheets. I've got to stop doing this.
Maria-sama, are you all right? Cannon appeared from behind a thicket after watching Rosa leave.
I'm fine.
Maria gave a creepy laugh, but to Cannon, who had seen the whole thing, it looked like she was enduring as best she could.
She's a horrible person. Can't believe she's a mother. It can't be helped. You can't expect anything better than that to enter a container of that level. I'm just fine.
Cannon got down on his knees and picked up the trampled candy. It's tragic just looking at it. He thought about dusting it off and returning it to her, but he really couldn't do so with it in that condition. Just as he was wondering what to do, he met Maria's gaze. No, that wasn't quite right. Maria was looking at the candy Cannon had picked up. Right now, Maria's heart was surely the same as the candy that had been trampled into a pulp. Cannon realized this, but didn't know what he should do. That's right. I'll exchange it for the one I received earlier. Cannon remembered that a similar candy he'd received from Maria was in his pocket. Maria stuck out her hand. Cannon thought she was trying to take it, so he held out the candy, but Maria didn't try to grasp it. Then Cannon realized. She was saying give it back. No matter how tragic and trampled it was, this candy was Maria's. Her mother had bought it for her. No matter how tragic, it had to be this candy and no other.
See, like I was saying, I wanted those ones.
Oh my god! If only it were intact enough that it could be fixed by dusting it off. Cannon hung his head. Dusting it off is the most I can do. I'm sorry. Cannon held out the miserable-looking candy Maria wanted. She took it and spoke.
Thank you. A human can't do anything except dust it off, but a witch could restore it to how it once was. It would be easy for Beatrice.
It would be.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you maybe? I don't know. What else could you do with that power? Could you refill this bowl of popcorn?
Go for it, sure.
Yes! Kettle corn! I am ready for a long night of gaming. Maria-sama, you know about Beatrice-sama? Except for Battler, there was no way anyone related to the Ushiromiya family could have failed to know about Beatrice's name. But just now, Maria had bragged about Beatrice to Battler. She had spoken almost as though she was meeting with Beatrice regularly.
We are.
Oh, really? What do you talk about?
The Golden Land, mostly.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Wait, no! You'll not suck me in with your honeyed words! Cannon felt a sharp pain inside his left hand, which was curled into a fist. In the past, a witch called Beatrice had appeared to tempt him and Shannon. He'd always tried to think of it as a bad dream. However, Shannon insisted that it definitely was a real witch. And then this summer, the shrine to the local Shinto god was hit by lightning, disappearing without a trace over the span of a single night. He knew about Shannon breaking that mirror, and he remembered that, as the witch departed, she said she'd eventually be revived. And now, this girl who believed absolutely in Beatrice spoke as though she'd met Beatrice herself. Cannon couldn't suppress a vague sense of foreboding welling up in his heart.
At this rate, it should really be 5 voting. Like, we're way past 4 voting. We've been around the block and Rokkenjima.
How does one bode?
I mean, something can bode well.
Am I boding well right now?
No.
Oh. I will attempt to get better at it. For a while, Maria remained silent, as though she could see into Cannon's heart. Almost as though she was waiting for a memory of Beatrice to be revived. And then she spoke as though it was a fact.
Yeah, you know I'm friends with Beatrice. I'm even gonna meet her today and play. Yeah.
You're going to play? What is fun?
Yeah, charisma play. We're gonna study magic together. Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
Can I give her SpongeBob?
Nah.
No, that's gonna be even more obnoxious by our standards. The face of that witch, whom Cannon had tried to pretend was a bad dream, began to slowly creep into the back of his mind. And then it's just Beatrice's smile on her, just her like, nah.
Father says he's extremely busy with his research. Unfortunately, it seems he'll be unable to come down. I've made sure of that. I mean, that's what he told me.
Come on. We've put this conference in our schedules and come all the way out to Rokkenjima during this crazy busy fall season. You'd think Dad could at least be a bit more sociable.
Yeah, seriously. Dr. Nanjo. Is it really his research and his mood that are the problem? He isn't already bedridden and unable to get up, right? If not, I can help him.
Well, I will. Help him with what? That seems very okay. I wonder. There's not much I can say. Nanjo glanced at Natsuhi. It seemed he thought it wasn't his place to speak without first getting Natsuhi's approval.
Father's state of health is better than ever. It would be exceedingly rude to call him bedridden.
But he only has 3 months left to live, right? Normally you wouldn't expect him to be wasted away, unable to get out of bed. Isn't that right, Dr. Nanjo?
For a normal patient, that will probably be the case. But Kenjo-san has extraordinary willpower. Perhaps that willpower has frightened even the Reaper away.
What if he doesn't have only 3 months to live yet? What if the doctor just told him that?
Good point.
What if Kinzo's being manipulated by someone?
Oh, shit! Okay, no, elaborate on it.
I have no idea. I'm just throwing.
Spin this out further. Spin this out further. You no. You started something good here.
I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. That's what I do.
That's so good. That's so good. So like,
I just figured like we've established that Kraus and Natsuhi have got Genji and Nanjo on their side to try and keep Kinzo away from the kids. Nanjo has told Kinzo that he's got 3 months to live, which Kinzo doesn't seem particularly concerned about the dying part, but has definitely gotten very much into the do the ritual part.
And wasn't it meant to be he was on death's door for over a year now?
Yeah.
So like it seems like those goalposts keep moving.
Yeah. We know. Wasn't it somewhat implied that Genji was a true believer?
Mm-hmm.
So that what would someone stand to gain from manipulating Kinzo in this way?
Don't know.
I don't know either.
Unless they're trying to manipulate him into taking that risk because he thinks he's going to die soon.
Maybe.
Still, that's a good theory. Put that in the theory box.
Okay. It's too full.
Oh no, I can't fit another one in there. Where do they keep coming from?
It's my fault.
Beatrice, I keep telling you not to leave open the fifth wall, the portal for the fifth wall. The fifth wall? That's too many.
Just wait until you hear about the 6th and 7th walls.
Oh no!
Wait, what? What are the 6th and 7th walls?
I think the 6th one separates us from the viewers.
Okay.
And the 7th one separates our viewers from God's love.
Oh, that's really good. Welcome back, viewers who are eternally damned in the eyes of God.
Well, if he's that energetic, then I guess we have a little to worry about for the near future, right?
Though if he's got that much spunk, I wish he'd at least come to greet us. Not the whole point of this family conference to come see Dad's face. I'm not even sure why we came now.
It's deeply bizarre to speak about how much spunk your son has. We don't need to know.
Don't be like that. There's a very different meaning in this day and age, and you know it. Don't say that. If you were here, you'd complain the whole time about being unable to relax. Shouldn't we celebrate the fact that all of us siblings have gathered this year to spend some time alone?
We didn't get to see him at last year's family conference either, right?
Wait, no, she doesn't get the British accent.
We didn't see him at last year's family conference either, right? Can't you understand why his blood children might want to see him after 2 years?
Yeah, you're his blood children because soon you'll be covered in blood. If there's anything you'd like to say in greeting, I will tell him for you. Or, Ava-san, is there something you'd like to discuss with Father beyond merely greeting him?
Oh man, the way these two snipe at each other is real good.
And yet, it hasn't happened literally yet.
Not yet.
Then again,
We don't
know how good Natsuhi's aim is. We've only seen one shot and it was pretty poorly placed.
we haven't seen her entire arsenal.
Yeah.
We saw one shot and it unfortunately had an opponent who could shine it back.
Yeah.
So Umineko if Natsuhi had a sniper rifle.
Can Natsuhi and Ava fight and Natsuhi gets a regular gun in Golden Fantasia or whatever the fighting game is? I need to know the answer to this. Anyway.
Come on, what are you talking about? Sheesh.
Give it a rest, Ava. Natsuhi-san, forgive us. Ava's just worried about father's condition as his daughter. Please try and understand how she feels.
Indeed. Look how quickly you've grown to respect father now that you know how much longer he has left to live. Yes, I do believe I understand why you want to see him so much. Huh. What are you trying to say? Quit it, Anaki. Anake? Oh wait, no, that's different. That's his name.
No.
Wait, I thought when they were dressing, when it was appended with George's name, it had an
So it was Aniki when it was talking to an older brother, and it's Aneki because he's talking to Ava, an older sister, right? I think.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong in the comments, because I'm probably wrong.
So for someone who watches as much anime as I do, I'm still really bad at getting all the suffices correct. So please forgive me. Quit it, Anaki.
You were absolved.
Thank you. I just feel really weird knowing that there's a 6th and 7th wall out there. I didn't even think about the fact that, like, oh yeah, there's the other removal of the people watching us doing the recording.
I know, there's too many levels.
Oh god. Why don't we pray that this mood will improve my dinner? Anyway, we've only just arrived. For now, we're only here for a casual greeting. And we could even hold the family conference without Dad. In fact, there's a few things we siblings shouldn't bring it to him until we formed a unified opinion. Isn't that right, Hideyoshi-san?
Yep. Just as Rudolph-kun says, this is the only time of year we can all meet in person. We gotta take this valuable time seriously and be frank with each other. Hello, Frank.
Hello, Frank. Hello, Frank.
Oh, hello, Frank.
Hello, Frank.
That's the spirit.
You didn't do Natsuhi's voice.
Hello, Frank.
And then Rosa, just for the last one.
Hello, Frank.
There we go. That's all the adults. Even though the tea hadn't yet arrived, they were very determined. Do 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 ba da 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 da.
But before that, perhaps we can spare some time to enjoy some black tea at our leisure, surrounded by the wonderful furnishings of the parlor.
Kyrie's words seemed to contain a subtle admonition directed at everyone gathered there. They all understood, and as they cleared their throats and straightened their neckties, the atmosphere in the room returned to normal for a time.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I brought some tea.
I didn't smoke this time, Luke.
Oh, okay.
I'm making better choices this time around. I've been given a second chance.
Beatrice Elcom Shannon is aware that she is in a simulation.
Don't worry about it.
I am going to worry about it incessantly. Just wait, Battler. Wait until we tell you that you're in a simulation too. Yes, I know. I'm in the game too. I can see it. Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
Hey, Shannon-chan, you just keep getting prettier and prettier.
Damn it, Hideyoshi.
Have you met my son?
Aww. Aww. Shannon entered the parlor, pushing the serving cart. I mean, it's still creepy. We've established that it's creepy because of the age gap between George and Shannon. But actually, no, there's no but there. It's just creepy.
Have you met my large adult son, George?
Oh, no, God. Everyone decided to relax and enjoy some black tea for the time being. A wonderful aroma began to spread throughout the room. As far as anyone can see, the strained atmosphere from before Shannon's arrival seemed like a lie. Of course, Shannon, who was setting out the tea, probably didn't even notice. Kyrie seemed to laugh faintly at how adult everyone was suddenly acting. Rudolph didn't like it when Kyrie took the initiative and spoke at the family conference. It was his worthless male pride. Probably didn't want to look like a weak man who had took advice from his wife. She understood that and did her best to refrain from saying any more than was necessary. So she separated herself from the circle of siblings, who only superficially appeared to be enjoying some time together alone, and casually drank her tea near the window. Oh, Rosa-san, I thought you siblings were enjoying some alone time.
You must be joking.
Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. Just a little exasperated by my husband. Apparently Rosa hadn't been able to keep up with that on-the-surface friendliness.
I'm sorry I have a horrible anger problem.
Yes, apparently. They'd come here to fight bloodily and dirtily, each trying to grab a part of the inheritance for themselves. She probably didn't like suddenly pretending that they were all chummy. Or maybe she was still too immature for that. Looks like the wind started blowing hard out there. The plants are all shaking so much.
The typhoon's probably gotten pretty close already. Gee, I wonder if we'll see a lot of rain tonight. I hope we don't get trapped on this island for a miserable day-long murder fest.
Oh, don't worry, it's not gonna last an entire day.
Oh, that's good.
Maria-chan really has grown a lot this last year.
Does it look that way? She still can't even fold her own clothing yet.
No, it's true. It's because she has such an affectionate mother. She'll grow into a girl with a rich heart. Wow, is Kiria-san just being an asshole? Or is she really that ignorant? Because that's like a huge asshole. Rosa fell silent. Maybe she was unsure what Kiria meant by that.
I'm a failure as a mother. Children don't get to choose their parents. That poor girl.
Doesn't that go both ways? Parents can't choose what kind of child they have either. Rosa bit her lower lip. This isn't a matter of deciding blame. Isn't it enough that you take your time and watch over her as she grows, conscious of the fact that you'll be living together? You spend every day with Maria-chan, so you probably don't notice the small changes. But the rest of us who haven't seen her for a year can see clearly how much she's grown.
If you really mean that, thank you very much.
I swear it on my paved-on tie. It's a mother of a bitch to get the asphalt to mold properly around my breast like this, but...
Yeah, I bet. Then, if you'll excuse me, if there is anything you desire, please call for it at any time.
Shannon bowed politely and left the room. Hideyoshi and Rudolph, who had a soft spot for women, watched her go. The atmosphere in the room began to revert back to what had been right before Shannon's visit. If Father can't come down, well, that does still leave us with certain things we can discuss. Right, Rudolph? Yep, that's right.
I can't stop.
We didn't come on what?
I can't stop focusing on Ava's glow stick bracelet.
Oh yeah, it's an odd color to choose.
Ava the Rava.
Why would she... Okay, so in the...
She still has the glow stick bracelet.
And a fan.
Nice fan.
Man, the old art is so much better.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I didn't come all the way out here just to drink some dusty tea, right? Very well. What is this matter you're all so clearly eager to discuss? My, those people really are determined. They certainly got started quick.
I need to join in, too.
Did they start this early last time? Or did they wait until the evening?
I can't remember. If I don't assert myself, those people will quickly forget that there are 4 siblings.
You go get some, girl.
I will do that.
Sounds like you got it pretty rough yourself. Maybe I spoke too harshly. Forgive me.
No, I don't mind. I'm the one who should be apologizing. As a pair of mothers with daughters, we should talk more often.
What? What?
That's interesting.
Kyrie has a daughter outside of this... Wait, did we know that already?
I don't think we did.
Well, we knew that she's not Balor's mother. That that the old bastard remarried.
Yeah.
But I don't think they ever mentioned that she had children.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Wait, who's talking? Oh, it's still me.
Yeah.
Every single time we meet, we end up talking about something shady.
You can blame the atmosphere in the mansion for that. Once we start breathing in this air, the mood between us gets so strained. Just once I'd like to have a nice long cup of tea with you when we aren't attending a family conference. There's a wonderful coffee shop in Ginza that's a favorite of mine. Please let me invite you sometime soon.
Thank you, Kyrie-san. That sounds great.
Oh no, the sky's gotten dark pretty fast. Could almost believe the people in this room made the weather worse. There's already thunder. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Thunder. Was that one there?
Huh?
There really were small splashes of rain on the glass of the parlor window. The weather seemed to have worsened faster than expected. Just then a silent thunderbolt struck inside Rosa's head, and she remembered that her beloved child was out in the rose garden. The normal girl would try to go inside if the weather got bad, but Maria was different. She would sometimes get stubborn and refuse to move if rain or even spears fell from the sky. That's right, I told that child to just stay there doing that forever, didn't I? Oh no. Oh, that's you.
Oh no, Maria.
Everyone looked back at Rosa when she let out a small scream.
Luckily, Maria is apparently spear-proof.
What? Now, what is it?
I'm sorry, I'm going outside for a second. I'll be right back.
What the? Seriously, what's going on with her? Don't worry, she'll be back soon. More importantly, shouldn't we begin our main topic? That's right. We can keep talking about that without Rosa. Let's return to our discussion. What's their main topic then?
The inheritance.
Is it?
Maybe.
Because when they were talking about the inheritance, even they went to pains to have Rosa on their side to bolster their ranks. Is that not their main topic of discussion?
Maybe not.
Rosa dashed from the entrance hall into the rose garden. When she opened the door and got on the floor, the wind that hit her was too strong to be called a light breeze, and told her the typhoon was approaching faster than she thought. Just as Kyrie had said, the wind was mixed in with small droplets of rain. There was also a low rumble of thunder. It could start raining at any time. Rosa headed for the rose garden. She headed for the place where she had scolded Maria a short while ago. It was almost lunchtime. The children had been told to come to the mansion around lunchtime, so they were probably in the guest house waiting to be called. Even if Maria didn't come to them, they would surely think I took her to the mansion with me, and wouldn't worry much. After all, she had been with her mother, so there should have been no reason to worry. I was here and I abandoned my daughter to the worsening weather.
Maria! Are you there? If you're there, answer me.
This is boring. How do I turn on big head mode?
I think you'll find that mode is already enabled.
I want it bigger. Bigger, I say. Let me try getting some extra lives. 6 more should be enough. Get it, because that's the number of chapters. Because there are 8 total chapters in the game, and that's the number of extra lives Badler needs to get to the end. Okay. I was right. She was still standing stock still, exactly the same way she had been, in the place where I had scolded her. Held in her hand was the candy that I'd bought, given her, and stepped on and crushed. With that gripped in her hand, she stood there as the powerful winds whipped her hair about, tormenting her. Can we do it? Just once?
What?
Torment!
I see.
Listen, when it's that easy to go for, I gotta.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Maria. Forgive Mama.
Mama, welcome back. I waited a long time for you to come back. The scary witch pinched me, but I stayed strong, waiting for Mama to come back without crying.
Maria. Forgive your Mama. Forgive your Mama.
You didn't do anything wrong. You were just possessed by a bad witch again. So I'm fine. I really like you, Mama. I love you.
Is that a lie that she told her daughter when she was younger in order to kind of pass off, like, I'm sorry, Bob was possessed by a bad witch. I won't ever do it again. And Maria took that to heart and started studying witches from that.
Maybe. Or alternatively, is it straight up true?
Oh, maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive your Mama for losing to the bad witch.
Rosa buried her face in Maria's small chest, crying and begging forgiveness. And once again those tears dripped down after who knows how many times. Only the brilliant sun had been shining on the two of them. All of their cares would have evaporated, and it might have felt like they could begin anew. However, what surrounded the two of them was the worsening weather. Sadly, there were only fierce winds with occasional thunder. The sound of Maria sniffling brought Rosa to her senses. If Maria stood exposed to the wind for too long, she'd probably catch a cold.
Okay, Maria. It's almost time for lunch. Why don't you come back to the mansion with me?
I'll go.
Why not?
Rosa thought she had already received Maria's forgiveness, so she hadn't imagined Maria would refuse, but the expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother. So Rosa couldn't understand why Maria wanted to stand still pointlessly as the weather grew even worse. Maria answered that question.
It's Beatrice. She'll be here really soon, so I'm waiting.
Maria?
Rosa struggled to find words for a moment, then fell silent. They'd only just managed to make up after all. She chose her words carefully, trying to get Maria to come with her to the mansion without denying the witch outright.
Beatrice is coming?
Ew.
Really? Then, instead of waiting here, why don't we wait in the mansion? If you stay in this wind too long, you'll catch a cold.
She'll come. Beatrice will come. And when she does, I'll give her candy. I'll do trick or treat. I'll give her a jack-o'-lantern marshmallow candy and say, Happy Halloween.
Fuck
Ew.
yeah. Fuck yeah, this is great.
How come? I want one too.
You can have one.
Yes. Wait, I did get one in the game, but I can't eat it. It is virtual. Oh no. Maria pulled another sweet out of her handbag, moaning, Ew. Rosa was bewildered and didn't know what to do, as Maria started being difficult again. At that time, there was a sudden blast of thunder. It was probably a sign that this island had been sealed off by the storm, detached from common sense and reality. So after this moment, all common sense would probably cease to apply. What? That's not fair! You're cheating! The wind blew even stronger, and amidst that blizzard of scattered rose petals, a figure appeared, leaving Rosa unable to imagine that this was a scene from reality. It was probably, no definitely, fantastical. After all, that shadow of a person was. Damn! Beatrice looking good! That's basically Jessica's outfit, is the thing. Like, that's like only 1 or 2 steps removed from Jessica's outfit.
Yeah.
With the hair and everything. What is the connection between the two of them? I need to know. I think I might have been onto something earlier.
Maybe.
When, like, but we'll see. Still. Yeah, that's better. That's so much better.
Beatrice.
Maria dashed over to the shadow. Normally Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to someone who she hadn't seen before and didn't know. But Rosa forgot to do that, was unable to do anything but stand there stunned.
It's been quite some time. Have you been well?
I've been well. Witches don't catch cold.
Indeed, a witch can use curses to make people catch colds, but how foolish would it be if she caught one herself? From now on, you should take care not to catch something like a cold yourself.
She patted Maria's head as she said this, smiling roguishly. Maybe she thinks of Beatrice as her real mother.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Rosa couldn't have known the name of the woman who was happily spoiling Maria. However, Maria had called it out in the beginning when the woman appeared. So even though Rosa had never met her, even though the woman still hadn't introduced herself, Rosa was able to know her name. Pleased to meet you. I hope you guessed my name. And what's bothering you is the nature of my... That one's a reference for everyone who's ever listened to that classic song by the Rolling Stones.
Here's a shout out for all the dad rock fans.
Listen, despite the age of our audience, we have a ton of dad rock fans, and I love it. Every single one of you, you're awesome. You know what's up. However, that name had a special meaning on Rokkenjima, and in the Ushiromiya family. There's no way something that stupid could be.
By the way, remember when I called this last episode?
What?
That Beato would just show up?
It was, yeah. I mean, yeah, you did. I mean, as soon as it was established firmly that Beatrice is just actually real, then it kind of made more sense that the times when Maria claimed to see Beatrice, she was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beatrice, happy Halloween! Look at what we bought. I'll give you one too, Beatrice. Ooh, boo, 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 boo.
Indeed, happy Halloween. Huh, is this for me?
Oh, you're approaching me.
How truly adorable that a candy would be made out of this. The lonely light of a man lost in the darkness of purgatory, unable to go to heaven or hell.
And it seems
also, fuck yeah, I love sweets, thank you.
Also, it seems to be mixed in with pylon residue. How do they get it this bright orange? I'll never understand. Humans.
Yeah. Right now, on this island that has been cut off both from the world of humans and the world of non-humans, there may be no more suitable sweet.
Okay, so now we know for sure things are happening differently. Like, I mean, like we already knew, but this is like very heavy confirmation.
Yeah.
Not just that certain scenes are playing, like have a little bit more elaboration, but Rosa was not here to see Beatrice.
Yep.
This, like, if you had any doubts, this is heavy confirmation.
Maria, what's wrong with that one?
The witch noticed the sweet Maria was grasping. It was Maria's candy, which had been stomped on by Rosa until it reached this pitiful state.
You got stepped on and smashed. Can you fix it, Beato?
Maria didn't go so far as to say that it was her mother who'd stepped on it. However, for some reason, when the witch saw that candy, she looked at Rosa and grinned. A chill went down Rosa's spine, as though this gaze was staring straight through her.
It shall be easy. I'll fix it all right.
What?
Cracks knuckles.
Oh my god. Why is she wearing the new outfit?
I don't know.
It's super cool and classy, and I love it.
Yeah, why does she have a school uniform now that is Jessica's school uniform?
Exactly.
Let's look at Jessica's art in the tips.
It is not the same as Jessica's uniform, but the skirt is the same. So hold on. Where's Jessica at?
Tries to find Jessica, clicks on Beato.
So the skirt is somewhat similar. It's got that same red fabric to it.
The difference is that Jessica's still in the awkward teen stage.
Yes.
And Beato is not. But other than that, it's basically the same outfit.
It's basically the same outfit, yeah. It is very intentionally similar. I still want to know what the fucking story is there.
Yeah. I'm going back to school. Night school.
Oh, that is wonderful. It is never too late to continue your education.
I know, right? 1,000 years later, I'll get my associates.
Oh,
in murder!
Oh no, I've been played for the fool. Maria held the candy out gleefully. Rosa could do nothing but watch, stunned. How did this person plan to trick Maria, somehow undoing the fact that the candy had been pitifully trampled? Maria looked as though she believed it could be fixed as good as new. Without real magic, there was no way such a thing could be possible. This lady just appeared in front of you, straight up out of nowhere. Oh.
My, it's quite crashed, isn't it? Come, Maria. Close your eyes and try to remember. Because it really was that wonderful a candy. The candy of your memories is always full and fluffy. So, you try to remember as well. What kind of candy was it really?
Along with those strange words, spoken as though singing an improvised folk song, the witch threw the sweet into the air. Maria was closing her eyes and remembering just as the witch had told her to. What shape had that crushed candy really had? Therefore only Rosa saw that scene. The sweet that had been thrown into the air burst into a gold color. No, that wasn't it. Those were golden butterflies. It scattered into several golden butterflies, and they began to gather at the witch's hand, which was held up to the sky. And as she did this, unbelievably, it returned to its beautiful original form, no different than when it had been bought. Only Rosa and the witch witnessed that scene. Unable to comprehend what was occurring right now before her eyes, Rosa stood without her mouth hanging open, completely forgetting to shut it.
You may now open your eyes. Pretty cool, huh? Take it. Take it. Take it. With this, your suite is returned to normal. Cool, right? Yeah?
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool.
Beatrice, that wasn't really that cool.
It was pretty cool.
It wasn't even that cool. I can do that.
Okay.
Battler can do that.
No,
What?
you
I
can't.
can't?
Yeah, that's okay. I'll let him. Just this once.
Beatrice is always incredible. Incredible giggle.
What? That face?
Wah!
Excuse me, what the fuck? There was a stark contrast between Rosa's shock and Maria's innocent joy. Was that what the witch was laughing at? A smile floated to Beatrice's face, one different from the smile she'd shown Maria.
Does my face seem familiar? If you stare so fixedly, you might burn a hole through it. I'm sorry.
Those words triggered something very clearly in Rosa's mind. Rosa knew this face. She knew it from the portrait of the witch. But no, wait, could this mystery woman really be?
Maria, I give you this in exchange for the sweet you gave me.
A letter.
The witch pulled a western envelope from her pocket and gave it to Maria. However, when Maria made to open it, the witch stopped her.
You must not. The time will soon come for you to open it, but until then, you absolutely must not. Take good care of it. That will be your invitation to the Golden Land.
Golden Man. So you'll finally take me there.
Sure will.
Yay! I get to be with my real mommy.
Take it and treat it with care. You must not show it to anyone.
Ew. I keep that promise. You've always got to keep promises with witches.
Sure do.
This is new!
And this is for you, Cracks Knuckles.
Cracks. I like we had the same idea.
Knuckles sandwich to the solar plexus.
Oh, it's so tasty and it hurts.
Huh? Me?
She probably hadn't imagined the witch would speak to her, too. Rosa was bewildered by the second western envelope, which was thrust before her. She'd seen this type of envelope before. There could be no mistake. It was one of Kinzo's special envelopes, used when he wrote his own hand and bearing the Ushiromi family crest.
As opposed to when he wrote with other people's hands, it was a weird habit of his. Genji, give me your hand. I need a letter.
But, like, actually, though, probably wouldn't he dictate most of the unimportant stuff?
Yeah, but I like to picture that he would just grab somebody else's hand.
No, I
and
like
use it. To
I
write a
like
letter.
it. It's funny. It was sealed with red sealing wax. And furthermore, it had a mark that seemed to have been made by the head's ring. In other words, even without asking what was inside this letter, Rosa knew that this woman, whom Maria called Beatrice, was trusted enough to be placed in charge of a personal letter of the current Ushiromi head.
It could have been any of the 4 siblings. However, the fact that I have met you here probably means that you were chosen by Kinzo's roulette.
Wait, was someone else chosen by Kinzo's roulette last time?
Oh my god. What if that's why the old bastard knew he was gonna die? What if he met Beatrice and had a letter and didn't tell anyone, but was just like, yep, we're all gonna die. Let's see what I can do in my final moments here.
Shit.
I don't know.
No, but that ties it together so... Oh, wow.
So take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it, take it, take it.
She's already taken it, Beato. I don't know what else you want from her.
Then read its contents aloud while seated at the dinner table when all the siblings are gathered. What did you say?
Rosa looked back and forth several times between the witch's face and the envelope that had been handed to her. So wait, what happened to the envelope? If that's true, then what happened to whatever message the old bastard got?
We don't know. Or
Did
maybe
he
there
refrain?
wasn't one. Maybe.
That is still just a theory, but I like that. It does explain a few things. Today was the family conference, and the biggest object of discussion would be the inheritance problem. So she had joined together with Ava and Rudolph, and they planned to force a certain condition on Kraus to try to extort several 100 million yen in cash out of him. As if the witch could see through all that. What does she intend to announce when all of his siblings are gathered? And with a personal envelope that no one but the Ushiromi head can use?
Maria, the weather is getting worse. Return to the guest house and wait for lunchtime. And Rosa, we will meet again later. cracks knuckles.
Don't worry, you've got a personal stake in all of this.
Allow me to introduce myself again at that time.
Ow. The witch turned her back to her, laughing. Then she began to head towards the mansion with an air of composure. Maria energetically called out and watched her go, then began to dash towards the guest house, leaving Rosa behind, as though she wanted to inform the other cousins of her fortunate meeting with the witch as soon as she could. At last Rosa was left alone in the rose garden as the winds grew stronger, unable to do anything but pray that what had happened was just a daydream. Already this is turning out way different and I like it.
Yeah.
That's not a scene break? When the witch reached the entrance hall, Genji could be seen there. Genji welcomed the guest, approaching from the entrance hall with a respectful bow. I have been waiting, Beatrice-sama.
It's been quite some time, Genji. You've gotten old. Stop that.
I... Sorry.
1 more point for me.
Yeah, no, you get that point, though. And no matter how old it becomes, furniture carries out its work like furniture until the end.
I remember how that man's wife used to be jealous of you. You always had better sex with Kinzo than she did. Is Kinzo doing well?
He is doing extremely well. That's not what they told the siblings.
Exactly.
The witch probably laughed because she knew Kinzo's own doctor had announced that Kinzo didn't have long to live. However, if anyone actually looked at Kinzo and noticed his vigor, which wasn't at all what you expect from someone nearing the end of his life, they might easily call that doing extremely well. Maybe that's what the witch was laughing at.
Then let us go and greet him. I look forward to hurling curses at each other after 30 years.
As the witch grinned, she started walking, leaving Genji behind. Her gait was like that of a family member who knew the inside of the mansion well. Genji followed her in the manner of one who served her. At that time, Kyrie came out of the parlor. She'd probably gone out to fix her makeup or something. And when she saw Genji following a witch, she was surprised, although her expression did not change. A guest for Kinzo had arrived, despite him being almost dead, on the day of the family conference when the fate of the inheritance was to be decided. And furthermore, this person was familiar enough with the Ushiromi family household that Genji was following behind her. Kyrie immediately realized that this person she had never met before was deeply important. Kyrie and the witch's eyes met.
Sup?
Realizing it would be rude to pretend not to notice, she greeted the witch. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You were Rudolph's second wife, yes?
Correct. This is Kyrie-sama, Rudolph-sama's current wife.
Emphasis on the were. Wait a day.
From this exchange, Kyrie realized that this was a guest of fairly high rank, even amidst the Urushiromiya family. And the fact that this was a guest on that level, coupled with her resemblance to the portrait in the entrance hall, made Kyrie's eyes instantly open wide. This is way different now, because now, like, everything is just, like... So, I'm getting the impression Beatrice was still there interacting with people. Oh! Sassafras. The portrait changed?
Magic painting. Pretty cool, huh?
Yep. Because while I get the impression Beatrice was still there, it was definitely a lot subtler.
Yeah.
Whereas now she's just fucking parading around.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Kyrie. I wonder if this is our first meeting. If we've met before, I apologize for forgetting your name.
So, you intend to force me to state my name, even though you already have a vague idea of the answer?
Kyrie thought she'd given a sociable and humble greeting. Her expression grew slightly cloudy at that openly oppressive response. At any rate, this didn't seem to be a person she could grow to like.
Try harder.
But if Kyrie's guesses were correct, this witch probably held a vital key to what her own husband was most interested in. Something that couldn't help but influence tonight's family conference. So without shooting back a retort, Kyrie silently watched her go up the stairs to the second floor, with Genji following behind. I don't know. I thought Kiria handled that about as well as you could expect.
Yeah.
So when someone tapped her shoulder from behind, she was so surprised she almost choked. It was Natsuhi.
Kirie-san, you look like you've seen a witch. Why are you standing still in a place like this? Are you not feeling well? I'm not.
Yes, I can tell that. I'm sorry. I was just fascinated by the portrait of the witch for a bit.
Oh, you mean the Golden Witch, Beatrice. The one whose gold was supposedly necessary for the revived Ushiromiya family we see today. Quite a fantastical story, just what one might expect from father.
Natsuhi spoke in a perfectly ordinary way. It was the sort of comment you'd expect from someone convinced that the thought of a witch existing was ridiculous, no more than another of Kinzo's ramblings.
Extremely shouting from upstairs voice. I exist!
I don't think they heard you! However, for some reason, that point of view didn't seem quite right to Kirie now. Just a moment ago, she herself had seen the Golden Witch come in from the entrance hall and climb up the stairs. So Natsuhi's words made it feel as though someone was trying to deny the existence of that person, or else make it seem like she was never there to begin with.
So what if each go-around we get one more witch who shows up, until eventually this is just a clusterfuck of witches and there's nowhere for the family to sit? And it's just miserable.
Oh, I want to see more witches. I hope we meet my favorite witch, Willow, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Who's your favorite witch, Beato?
Beatrice from Umineko.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait, I see what you did there. You crafty bastard. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm getting a bit of a headache. I think I'll rest for a little while.
Oh, is that so? Then I have some good headache medicine. It
From all
wo-
the tapping I get.
It doesn't work, though. I'll get it for you. I hope that is why Natsuhi gets headaches, just from invisible Beato going whack with the pipe on the head.
The hallway in front of Kinzo's study was filled with the scent of sweet poison, peculiar to that of green liquor.
I want absinthe.
We don't have absinthe.
Yeah, but I want it.
We have so much other liquor.
That's true.
Genji, who was completely used to it, did not grimace. And the Golden Witch didn't grimace either. Because in the last one, Kinzo didn't meet Beatrice. As far as we know.
He probably did. Shortly before getting incinerated and murdered.
Well, right,
stuff.
yes, but
How long has he been in there since last he left?
I believe it has already been several years.
Is he that desperate to turn me into a bird in a cage? How pitiful.
I don't think that's quite what... Alright, well.
By now you're the bird in a cage. You're the ghost of this study, are you not? How pitiful that he is unable to recognize even that.
Until he meets you again, he will probably continue his research, even after literally becoming a ghost.
Is it love, or madness, or a delusion? And yet, perhaps even those can form magical power when strong enough. You sad magician.
The witch grasped the doorknob to the study. When she did, there was a sound like that of flesh burning and splitting open.
Fuck!
It was the sound of the doorknob literally burning the witch's hand.
Jesus Christ, ouch!
Beatrice-sama.
What is this? A ward against magic!
That's a really good face!
Yeah. Is that person unable to get by without relying on something like this?
I've heard that this door would cause you great pain, Beatrice-sama. Shall I open it?
No. It is fine. If he wins, I will be a bird in a cage for all eternity. If he loses, only the life of a laughingstock will be left. The life of a pitiful magician who went mad with love and lost everything. Tasty.
He wins. Who's she referring to?
Kinzo.
Is she?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe Battler. Already, Kinzo and even I are nothing more than pieces laid out on the game board. Nothing more than discs in the Xbox. All that's left is for the roulette to decide who wins and who loses.
See, like... She's not talking about Kinzo winning. She's talking about Battler.
Yeah. Until the roulette shows its result, there is no need for me and Kinzo to meet again.
The witch looked at her hand, which was beginning to heal bit by bit, even though it had been horribly burned.
That fucking stung.
We'll get used to it.
Or perhaps that's why he has this ward here in the first place.
Yeah, that is weird. Why would he want to keep out witches if he was trying to get...
Yes, perhaps even that is honorable in its own way. By now, everything sits on top of Kinzo's game board. I like it, Kinzo. Allow me to enjoy my game with you.
No, she seems to be very explicitly talking to...
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh! That's a face. That's better, though.
This one's so much better.
This one's so much better!
Allow me to enjoy the failure of the final gamble of the old magician who fell in love with me and threw away his entire life.
Beatrice, you're kind of an asshole.
I know, right?
Just a little bit of an asshole. Also, I think we're going to end the episode there.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Shit is heating up.
Shit is really heating. I am enjoying this so much, especially now that we know kind of more what the situation is going to be going forward. So, finger guns. We'll see you next time.
Next time.
For more on Witch Island. That's the name of the game now.
Yes.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.